Hi everyone, welcome to Minutes with Misty. Quick tips for your TPT store. I'm Misty. I've been running a TPT store since 2013 and also run the Facebook group tptseller tips and advice and the Teacher Seller Academy. Today's tip is about organization. Sellers ask me all the time about how to organize my files. So let's take a quick look. Okay, so here we are on my computer, and let me fix this because that's really large. Let me remember how to fix this. Okay, there we go. So I have a main folder called Teachers Pay Teachers, and in this folder, I keep all sorts of folders, and I have them sorted by different topics that I use in my business. So, and sometimes it's just, well, I haven't had time to sort things, so I have a look through this stuff folder. I have a few of those, but I have things for blogging and branding and marketing and business tools. So if I've downloaded a PDF about something or from a course, then it kind of goes in there and I sort them all out. I have a folder for expenditures and data and taxes that all fits in there. I have a folder for my completed teacher products, and these are more like classroom things, not student things. And then my seller products and my math products and my background papers that I have. I have a folder that houses all of my clip art that I have purchased on TPT. So I have a lot of different folders here, and it helps keep me organized. So let's take a quick look into my math products. So every product line has its own folder. There's one for bingo, for boom cards, for bundles that aren't related to a specific product line. So these are just like skills. I have, if it's only a digital resource and there isn't a print version to it, color pages, a specific color page line. I have game boards and Havoc relays and iHaves and interactive notebooks, and I have all of these different product lines. So I sort everything into their own product line folder. So let's take a look inside of Bingo. Every Bingo product has its own folder. And then inside the folder, I keep all of the editable files, all of the original files. That's so important for you to keep those. I keep pins, I keep images that can go onto social media. I do keep my PDFs because I sometimes need those and I don't want to have to go and make it into a PDF again. So I just keep those. I have enough space. It's all stored on an external hard drive, so I'm not concerned about space. And I do back up my hard drive and my computer. Highly recommend that. Like, I do mine every day, but if you don't, at least once a month, you should be backing up. Okay, so and then like here are all of my editable files, the pieces for my preview, the pieces for my thumbnails, the pieces for the product, the cover, all that good stuff. And every product has its own folder and looks exactly the same. And then I have that again, like I said, for every product line. Now, let's take a look at how I do my clip art. So this is all of my clip art. This folder needs a little cleanup. So I have photos here that need to go into the folder for photos. So we'll drag those over there. Okay, and then I have some game boards that I made that need to go somewhere in my Let's see, my clip art pieces, things that I have created, and again, I still have some more. So, but I'm not going to sit here and clean it all up. But that's, some days I just don't have time. And so I will at least sort it into the folder it belongs in. That helps me get it out of my downloads folder because let me tell you, this is a hot mess. And I have to go through there every now and then and clean it up. Okay, so lots of things here that need to be sorted, a lot of photos. But what I do have is I have a folder for borders and frames and labels and tags. So I have a folder for that. I have a folder for brushes and shapes that go on my Photoshop. I have a folder for, I have a lot of photos that need to be sorted. Doodles and icons. So the things that are just black and white versions, they're icons or they might be doodles. So like I have a lot of bricks and mortar doodles because I love those pieces. And so I put them in here because I use these a lot for just different things that I create. And so it's easier for me to pull those away and have them. I have a folder for fonts. I have a folder for graphics. So let's go into my graphics folder. And we'll let everything populate here. And you will see all these wonderful little images that I have. I keep everything in its original folder. So what I do is, we'll take a look at Rainbow Sprinkles here. I put the artist's name at the beginning of the file name so that it will all sort together. So I have all of Rainbow Sprinkles things together. And I just attached the thumbnail or cover image to my folder. Now, that depends on if you're on a Mac or a PC, and I'm not even sure about a PC. I think that depends on what version you have of Windows, but I know I can do this on a Mac. I use image to icon, but I know there you can also just do it within Mac. But this is her product, and if you like these, you can go download these. Oh, let's see. Yes, they're in her store, Rainbow Sprinkle. Those I think I purchased, which does have some cute free ones as well. I just keep everything together. It works really well for me. I don't need to sort it. If I need to look for something, so maybe I wanted to look for a donut, I could go up here to search and search that. Sometimes I would need to search maybe for a ball. And so I can search my graphics folder and see what comes up and see if there's anything I want. Okay, so I don't worry about sorting them into things that I would use for seasons or different themes, sports and food. I don't worry about that. I just have it based on however I purchased it, and I title it with the artist's name. Okay, and put the picture on the front so I know what is in that folder. That really helps. And that is how I have organized all of my clip art, which there's a lot there. I have a folder for photos. I have some other folders, but and then I have a folder like I have photos from Big Stock or deposit photos or Pixabay, Ivory Mix, Morgue File. Okay, so sometimes I have, if I'm getting several photos from that place, then I have a folder for them. Sometimes I just don't remember where I got it because I'm not very good at keeping track. And so it just kind of hangs out. But I have all my photos all together. Again, I can search and find what I'm looking for. So that is how I keep everything organized. Let me go back here. Okay, here we are. So I hope you found today's tip helpful. Join me next week for more Minutes with Misty. Have a great day and keep growing your store one step at a time.